Hey y'all, welcome to another episode, 7th to be exactly, of Adulting with Chi. Today is a very special episode because we have our first guest. You guys have been wondering, and we got our first yes with the confirmation. You know, everybody says yes, but do they actually come? Do they actually schedule? No. So today we have Splickety Splack. All right. Our first guest is Splack. I wish I had my little air horn. That is the air horn moment. So today we got Splack, y'all.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, guys.
Yes. So it's going to be amazing. I am here to adult with Splack.
Yeah, let's get it. I love it. I love what you've been doing so far. So I was excited to be a part of this.
Yes, y'all. It was so seamless, like getting Splack here, that I just felt like, God, thank you.
Yeah. I think it was no hesitation. You just hit me up. I was like, yep. I just said yes. I was going to pull up. I didn't care. I was like, anything ChiChi do, I'm down.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate you so much.
Of course.
And y'all, Splack is like one to know. Like, you literally bring joy to the internet. That's how I'm gonna...
Yeah. I love it though. I love that I can do that for people because we're going through it, man.
Yes, y'all. Please pray for LA. I literally watched from my balcony as Runyon Canyon was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a comfortable feeling. Like, it smelled like an ashtray in Hollywood. And like, I was walking my dog the next morning and there was literally ashes in the air. And it smelled so bad.
Like, it messed up my this is not my real voice.
I was gonna say, are you sick? You like you smoking or something?
Yeah, the outside air. That's what I'm smoking. That joint
Is it bad in Woodland Hills right now?
Yeah, there's one Kenneth Fire. It's right by Woodland Hills.
And they arrested someone for that.
Yeah, and so that done made my voice a little deeper, which I kind of like, but this ain't my real voice.
Like, this ain't me. Yo, that is crazy. And you know, I'm moving to that area, so I was actually looking at a new place when it was like everything was happening. And they actually jacked the rates up. Like,
really?
Mm-hmm, like, they gave me a price. And the next day, they sent an email out offering assistance to anyone who lost their homes and discounts.
Oh.
But I did the calculations. The discount they're offering is actually just going back to the rates that they had before on the day I toured everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Welcome to LA.
Welcome to LA, y'all.
They don't care.
Don't come here.
It was like, it's actually like scary because just being at the kind of like the aftermath or just a part of the effect of it and not actually losing your home, like going online and seeing it, watching the news, seeing like structures gone, middle schools, high schools, like an entire neighborhood, like ground zero by fire.
Ground zero. Looking like a third world country. I'm like, yo, what is this?
Crazy. It is like crazy in LA. And not even that, did you see the gridlock that happened?
No.
So gridlock is basically when they say you can't drive through this area. We can't tell you what to do, but your car can't come through.
Really?
So I watched online and saw it on Instagram, and literally they were bulldozing people's cars out the street. Emergency vehicles.
Yeah. So
all those people had to abandon their cars because they couldn't go through those streets that they were driving to, and they couldn't back up.
Imagine.
So their cars were abandoned in the street, getting literally shoved off to the side.
Are they still there? Them cars still there?
Probably. Because the area is you still can't go into the area.
Like, then what happens with insurance? I know they just...
Insurance hates everybody right now. Insurance is mad. Insurance is upset. They gotta pay.
They're like getting phone calls after phone call. Their line going just blowing up.
And it's a whole conspiracy theory. Y'all know my little high ass.
Oh, no. I'm with you on that.
Listen, if the Kenneth Fire was started by a person, what makes you guys think those other fires were not?
Oof, you seen them videos, man? They're like when all the evidence was cleared away and they had Carlton doing this dance in the fire of all the celebrities who got all this shit burned away. I said, oh my God.
Because that's, first of all, for the people on the side that are planned to receive insurance money, it's a big payout.
True.
You can either move on or you can rebuild.
True. Yeah.
Now, for the other side of it, they're saying a lot of these areas that are burning up are a lot of trust fund grandfathered areas.
Mm-hmm.
I was at my friend Lala's house. That's where we were refugees. She was like, "Hey, y'all, the fire look bad over there." We were like, "Yeah, it smelled like
yeah.
ashes outside." So we went up to her area. The air quality was good the entire time all this was happening, even though there were fires near her.
Uh-huh.
It was okay. However, for the people on the other side who are in these homes experiencing or losing their houses, one of her friends is like kind of she grew up in wealth.
Okay.
And her whole family feels like they're targeted right now.
Ooh.
Because they're finding out a lot of people in the area's insurance has dropped their fire protection.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
All of a sudden, huh?
All of a sudden, these people ain't got no fire protection. And they weren't notified. Anybody tell them that? They weren't notified that they weren't covered on fire. So water damage, other things were still, they didn't lose their insurance, but they lost their fire protection. And
then also like the fire hydrants, all of a sudden had no water.
We ain't got no water.
We ain't got no water. State of California has no water. We had no water.
We ain't got no agua.
Wow.
I was taking showers and the hydrants didn't have no water. That was I'm taking a shower, but the fire hydrants have no water.
But it's even worse too. Like while that's happening, even at places where I live at, I guess it just gave it a perfect opportunity for people to like just bust licks on cars. So I went home and I saw cars on bricks at my place. I said, yo, they're sitting on bricks. This is not the ghetto. They're
stealing anything and everything. Like looting was very big, and I'm sorry to laugh.
What like you have to.
Because let me tell you this. So I'm watching for updates. YouTube Live, you can watch the news in your area, local live. So me and my sister were like panicking. We're watching. The fire is literally blazing. We can see it. And, we're watching online to make sure there's nothing happening. We're having evacuation warning not to get out. So evacuation warning, we started packing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like packing my dog's food and shit. I'm like, Bentley, we gonna be all right. But in the midst of us monitoring it, I guess he was like the sheriff. And he comes on, and he's like, during the press conference, he's like, you will get arrested.
Yeah. Yo, the way he said it on camera.
So you was watching the same thing.
Yeah.
He was like, you will get arrested. If you are in an area that no one should be and you're doing this, if you're just standing around, you will get arrested.
No question asked.
He was ready to arrest everybody because they've been stealing, robbing, taking the opportunity of people abandoning their property to basically take what they want.
Yeah.
And that happened during the pandemic a couple times.
Yeah, it's such an unfortunate event, but I mean, at this time, what can we do? But just like, not saying we're not trying to laugh at it, but we just got to bring some light into it. So for me, I still, life's still lifing, still got to keep going.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to shine light and still post and do things, not trying to steer away and be insensitive about it. But like, when do you start posting something? When do we go back to our regular life? Because it's kind of tough because I'm still on schedule with things that I got to post.
I was posting because I post on Saturdays. My episodes come out on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So I had to post my clip to promote the podcast. But I pre-filmed. So I was like, okay, this is before.
Yeah.
Like I'm not talking about it.
Right.
That's not what I filmed. So I was like, do I post this? Do I post something about the fires before I post this? And I was like trying to do content or something to post or say, pray for California.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, I really don't have anything to say because it's like I'm still experiencing it. Like I really am not going to force content. So someone thinks that I'm being social media appropriate.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. But I think now is a good time to like talk about it or ease our way into it to like our regular scheduling programs, like you posting your things. But man, it was a little hard the last few days.
It was really hard because it was happening and you're not just happening to you, but to people around you. And
I even got an audition like the day of.
You went to it?
No. What do you think? I just like, yo, they say, I got my texts, yo, Cynthia sent you an audition for this Thursday or Friday. Please go in. Do you not see?
Y'all don't see the fire burning?
I don't.
TikTok didn't cancel Live Fest
Yo. I'm so sorry. I thought it would be canceled.
I thought they was gonna cancel it the day the fire started.
Yo, I got invited. Of course, I signed up for it and I was gonna attend, but I just assumed
that they were.
So y'all was still just having a ball while people over there just.
Because they had their pre-event was supposed to be Thursday. Damn. I was actually out shopping Wednesday when Vernon Canyon caught on fire my way home from the mall. Because me and my sister in the mall, and we're like, why the fuck is everything closing? Mm-hmm. Like, they're like, oh, our employees had to go home because they're in danger. I was like, yeah, the fire is happening. Mm. But it was happening around and far away.
Yeah.
On the way home, I'm driving and my sister is my passenger. She's like, ChiChi, look. I'm like, what? Girl, what? And I'm blind. So everybody knows I'm blind. Like, I can't see shit.
Oh, you really are?
I really cannot see. People will I could see you because you're close.
Okay.
But as far as like your pores and the details on your face, no. I see you, but I can't see good. I'm very blind. That's what happened on that dating show. Like, people came out and I was like, I can't pop till they get close. And they got close. I was like,
I thought that was just you being funny.
No, I really can't see.
Oh, wow.
I was like, now the world knows I'm blind because it's like y'all put me at the end of the line because I'm tall. But I can't see from down here, so I'm not shallow. If you look okay, cool. I can hear what you have to say, and I will probably be attracted to that more.
Right.
But I wasn't really attracted to what they were saying anyway.
So it had to be how far in? Like at least 2 girls down?
Yeah, like 3 girls down. That's when I started popping most people. It was like 2, 3 girls down.
They thought they had a chance until they get to the girl right next.
Because I see you.
I can finally see you. That's hilarious.
But no, they were all handsome men, but I'm an energy person.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of their energies as far as like someone I would like to go on a date with, be pursued by, or like if any of those men came up to me, I'm always hitting a goddamn mic.
Yeah, I had to fix mine.
If any of the yeah, it was just
crew members over here thinking we short, like we just ain't long.
You know, I got long arms to talk with my hands.
Yeah. But I've always, that show is so interesting to me because my chat always say like, Splack, you should go on there, and I'm just like,
I think you should go on there. I think it would be but
I think
it's a setup to me.
I think, is it? I feel like that's your personal.
That's my personal take on it because I feel like you fill out a form, you send them your social media, you send them 2 photos. So I feel like if you guys are trying to match people, why are you like the line of women that was lined up with me, the line of men that they chose was terrible. And they also brought back people who've been on the show before. If they didn't find love on the other shows, don't bring them to my episode. True. Find me some new fresh meat.
Yeah. Fresh meat.
Find me some fresh meat.
No, but I thought about it, but I was just like, nah, I don't know. Maybe it's my ego. I'm like, I don't want to go on there. My
ego is the reason I didn't want to go on there. My chat actually made me go on there.
Really?
They paid for my flight, my hotel, my food. I paid zero.
Chat, if you guys do that for me, listen to me. If you guys do that for me, I will go on that show and just have a blast.
Yeah, and the thing is, I feel like there's a good quality of people that do come on there out of the mix-up that I feel like you walk away with either a good friend, but that's not why you come there. So that's why with me, I was just irritated. I'm like, I did not fly to Phoenix.
Is it in Phoenix?
It's in Phoenix.
I thought it was here in LA.
I thought so too when my chat was like, oh, you should fly. Not flying. It was in Phoenix.
Wow. So everyone flies out to Phoenix so that...
Everyone flies out to Phoenix on their own dime.
I'm always wondering, like, people at the end when they have the match making, they're like, where you live at? I live in New York. Are you cool with long distance? I'm like, why is everybody, like, where is this show at?
In Phoenix. It's filmed in Phoenix. It's in Phoenix. It was just, to me, I felt like it would be fun. And then there's people who've gotten engaged. There's people in relationships from that show.
No, really?
Year. It's been out for 1 year, and they've actually gotten matches and stuff. I just feel like it's a setup because at the end of the day, it's content.
Yeah.
We know content.
We know content. Yeah, we know
Whether
content.
you're a part of it, you see somebody walking up the street with their phone and a goddamn gimbal, you know what's up.
Yeah, content. So everything's a content.
Being around production, being a person in content, I just felt like they care, but they don't about the love side of it.
Oh.
Because it's entertainment. Because if you really are trying to find love, you're going to do your best to make sure the matches or the people coming out are suited for the people in the line.
Okay.
And I feel like it's too many funny guys, too many
Right.
too many viral. There's a viral 1 to 2 viral moments in each part.
Almost every episode is something like.
So at this point, you guys are making sure it happens, and you can't just slightly tell someone you don't like them. I can't say, oh, I don't. You're not my style. What about their style? They egg you on to literally tell somebody what exactly you don't like about them. So I'm telling you, I don't like this, I don't like this. Or I could just generally say, oh, you're not my vibe. What about their vibe?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a little timid. Oh, now they're like, oh, now the comments are eating you up because they're giving fuel. They're literally fueling you to say, and I feel like it drives that wedge between men and women that's very, very already existent.
Yo,
I feel like they just,
Yeah, and I saw one time they had like a guy, one guy, all the women popped the balloons. It's like, yo, let him just go. He don't need to know why they don't like him.
They go down
the line, yo. Okay, we see that you popped your balloon. What do you not like about him? And you're like, say something, and then they go into details as for. I'm like, yo.
They literally
drill him. Like, how many girls there? Is this 8 girls? They're gonna drill him 8 times.
8 times. And I feel like that's terrible for someone's confidence.
Yeah.
Even if he don't like all 8 of these women, he doesn't need to know why all 8 of these women don't like him. I feel like you should just let them go.
Yeah. But hey, it's content.
It's content. So that's why I feel like it's content, and it's at the expense of people who want to find love.
Yeah.
Because I'm be honest, if I wasn't single, I wouldn't have went on that show. I was single at the time. So I went on the show and I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, you married now?
What?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Somebody.
Hey.
No, I'm dating.
Okay.
And I talk about dating all the time. And I think that's why, because I feel like my chat is very invested in my love life. I'm not going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very honest with you. They're very invested. I did a little show called For the Love of ChiChi on TikTok. And that is what kind of like made them say, oh, go and pop the balloon, because I watch it on Twitch with them. So it was kind of like we went from watching it to me being on it. And I did we watched it together. I actually got to post that on YouTube. But we watched it, my natural reaction to actually seeing the show, because I didn't care to watch it because I was there. I know what happened, and I never finish any of those shows. I always fall asleep on it. I finished the ones that I watch with my chat.
Right.
But I usually would fall asleep. Or I just give up. Got you. Because some people are so boring.
Yeah.
Like, there's no offense to you boring people trying to find love, but it's not entertaining. You're boring as fuck. But it's just boring. So I don't really care to watch boring people. Like, think about it. You do things like out of the ordinary on social media. Like things that happen to us, but you really reenact it and put a comical stance on it to where we feel it. Right. And it brings joy. Like, we're going to laugh about it. Yeah. It's content. Yeah. So it's like, that's why I'm watching it, because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait. I get 24 hours a day. I say this all the time. I'm literally like a repetitive. I get 24 hours in a day. Yeah. You think I'm about to watch a boring person trying to find love?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. There be some boring people in there like, yo, there's some people who that should not have been on that show. They be putting themselves through this. I'm like, yo, you're going to get drilled. Yeah. Them shoes you rocking, them socks you wearing.
They be coming on there with dirty shoes, knowing this is a show that they pan up and down. They're going to pan your entire outfit, girl. Get your toes done, men, clean your shoes. Why are y'all coming on the show setting yourselves up? But I think some of them probably only watched an episode or two or something. But I've probably watched like 3 or 4 episodes all together on that show.
It's just all over social media. I see it all over the place. So
that's what I'm saying. If I don't watch the show, I'm seeing clips.
Yeah, more so clips I see.
So if I'm seeing these clips, and the clip is somebody literally dogging somebody for what they wore, and as you're doing it, and by the way, the cameraman is the husband, the host. So it's like, he literally is over there like,
the husband know what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. He know what he's doing. He's the producer. He's the
I love that.
It's a couple.
It's a couple.
So it's nice because it's a couple. So it kind of gives you something to aspire for, because everybody wants a partner. Somebody that's gonna want to engage and indulge and do the things you do, if not support it. Right. You don't gotta do what I do, but you can support what I do.
I love that. I love that for them.
I love that for them. The show, I don't love that for the contestants. I would never. They asked me to come back. I said no.
Really?
Yeah, they did. And I said no, but that's because I feel like it's a setup. I'm not, after what I said and people saying, like, oh, you body shaming or da-da-da-da. Well, he wig shaming. The man was wig shaming. So I told him, if you want to be looking at a woman's aesthetics, I feel like you need to look at yourself.
That belly was bellying.
The belly was bellying and the shirt was tight. The belly was bellying, the shirt was tight, and it was like, oh my God.
How do you think I would do if I was on that show?
I think that nobody would pop if you were walking out. And I think a woman would be very sad if you popped and they were coming out.
Really?
Because yes, why not?
I don't know. I thought people just by how the women was popping balloons here and there. I just thought like, okay, they're gonna just pop me.
Let me tell you, I've watched a handsome, eligible blatcher get popped by women. And then I looked at the quality of women popping his balloons. I'm not getting offended if you pop my balloon when you not to my standards anyway. That's the thing. People are getting offended by people they wouldn't be attracted to anyway.
Makes sense.
I don't feel a way. Will you feel a way if a woman you're not attracted to pops your balloon?
No, thank you. I'm popping for you.
I'll help you. Give me the toothpick. So it's really like, I don't feel a way. But people have egos.
Yeah.
They want to be wanted even if they don't want you.
So a question, did this person, if you don't mind me asking, the person you're dating, was that the person that is not from the show?
No.
And
I met them outside on a normal day, regular.
Oh, so he didn't see you from the show.
He actually saw me on the show.
Oh.
So that was the fucked I was like, no! That was the first thing I said when he was like, excuse me, aren't you the girl from that show? I was like, what? No.
Oh.
And I just started laughing. And he was like,
that's hilarious, bro. I just figured like he had to see you somewhere.
He saw it, and I asked him, I was like, if you didn't see me on the show, would you have approached him? He's like, yeah, you're my type. And I said that when I was watching the show. And then he felt really creeped out because he was like, you know, it's crazy because I felt like I manifested you. And he doesn't live here.
Where is he?
He lives in the Bay Area, but he came down here literally a couple days after watching the show with his brothers. Like, they were watching the show, smoking and laughing. And he came down here to LA that weekend. And he was just like, it's so crazy. Like, he was like, ain't no way. He's like, I had to get out the car. Like, he hopped out the car.
Really?
Because we were in valet at a hotel. Because, like, my brother lives at a residence of a hotel. And he was at the hotel.
Okay.
So he was in the car with his brother. And they were just sitting in the car, I guess. And he got out the car and approached me while I was like taking stuff out of my trunk. And I was just like, okay. And he asked us to take me out. And
that same day?
That same day.
Wow.
We went out the same day.
Damn. Wait a minute. Wait, he approached y'all. Y'all went on a date the same day?
We went on a date the same day.
That's what, man, we like that, man. That's what we like. We just gotta just keep the ball rolling, man. That's what I'm talking about.
We went on a date the same night. It was more like a double date because his brother had his girl with him.
Y'all went on a double date the first day? Oh my God. When's the
No, you know what? I told myself, I was like, I give people the space. Like, a lot of people when they date, they're looking for problems. I don't look for shit. I look for who you are. So I let people just be themselves. And if there's things that I don't like, I talk to them about it.
Right.
Because I don't waste my time. Like, we in our 30s. We not wasting time. No, absolutely not. I'm not. So with anybody, I just give them space. And I learned in like the end of my 20s to stop telling people what I want. And what that means is stop giving people the answers that they need to spend time learning. Like, people try to give you cliff notes on who they are.
Okay.
Instead of getting to know who you are.
Right.
Because if I get to know who you are, you get to know who I am, I get to learn you. I get to learn your love languages. I get to know triggers, things that I need to avoid. It's healthy. Get to know someone. When you give someone a cheat sheet, sometimes they take it as they're going to be that person. That my stomach is literally growling, y'all. I hope this mic is not picking up my growl.
Granola bar right there. Throw her a granola bar.
Oh my God, y'all. I literally just heard my stomach growl. I'm so hungry. I have not eaten anything. I had water and chips. Like, I grabbed chips. It's like literally, I grabbed chips on the way out.
Look, she drove 5 o'clock in the morning from wherever far to be here.
Yeah, I had to come home.
Sacrifices that she has to make for you guys.
Yeah, y'all better fucking
run the likes up
and like my episodes.
Run it up.
But I mean, I feel like dating is something that people don't take serious because they want instant gratification.
Yeah.
So
I know I'm dealing with it now. So I totally understand.
How is dating for you?
Tough. It is tough. And what you said, I like that a lot. Yeah. Giving them space. And that's how I approach relationships or a partner. And I like to give them space. And I don't like to look at what you've done in the past, anything. I just look at for who you are today.
Exactly.
And how you treat me, and then how we moving forward. And the things that I don't like, if it pops up, I will address it. And we can have a talk about it. If it's something that you can change, great. If it's not, I then will try to figure out if it's something that I can deal with, and so on and so on.
Right.
But some people, they have a checklist of what they want, and you have to be molded in that realm. And it's like, wow, you want to build a man. You need to go to a buildaman.com and go ahead and get this man shipped to your house, because how are you going to find this perfect guy? Like, you just have all these lists, and I think another thing that makes relationship tough is when someone says, and I know it sounds cute, but when you say, my next relationship is going to be my last, I feel like that sounds cute. I really think that sounds cute, but to say something like that, you don't know what God has for you. Your next relationship might not be your last, because you might have to learn something. And there's something that you need to develop to be a better person. Look, I want my next to be my last, but I can't put that much pressure on that person. It's not fair for them. And why would I want to put that pressure on me?
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't work out, then what now?
I'm forced to make it my last relationship. I gotta stick it out.
Why? It's just too tough.
That's something that I'm also had to realize is like delulu as hell, because you don't know the person that you're saying you want to be your last. You might be in la la land right now.
Yeah. And then people sometimes grow out of love. You might like that person, you might work out, and then sometimes you don't know the person throughout the whole 4 seasons of the year. You got to meet people on their highs and their lows, how they are in certain situations. And not only that, when you're dating somebody, you don't date just that person. You're dating that family, that person's family. You have to understand, like, that's one thing, but then you got to think about their mama and their daddy, how their relationship with them, their brothers and sisters, their whole entire family, how they function, their belief system. And then you got to think even deeper. How is that person going to be as a wife? What kind of morals she going to teach to my kids? It's like, you just can't think about just that one simple layer of just meeting that person.
I love you. I love you.
So it's a lot to consider when you date, but people don't do that.
It's deeper than just dating.
It's so deep, man. If you really think about it, if people really thought about how deep you got to think when it comes to dating, they'll probably stop dating, because they're like, it's a lot of work. There's a lot of work you got to go through, a lot of layers you got to go through with that person, just the person itself, one, and then adding on the family and all the things, it comes a lot.
Hey guys, you are listening to the Adulting with Chi podcast. If you are enjoying this episode, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And with that being said, let's get back to the episode. There's a lot of layers to dating, and a lot of people ignore all of it because they want the person.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of my biggest things, because me and my sister have lived together my entire 20s. I lived with my sister after college.
That's great, actually.
It is.
I wish I would live with my brother.
And I followed my sister out here, by the way. Queen left me. I was like a junior in college. I was like, bitch, where you going? We got a lot of living to do together. So after I graduated, I moved out here, followed my sister. We were in a 1-bedroom apartment before we got a 2-bedroom, because I was just here. Right. And then, like, when I realized, I was like, yeah, I'm not coming home. I went and got Bentley, brought his ass back, and I've been here for 11 years.
Wow, 11 years.
I moved here in 2013.
How did I never come across, how we never crossed paths?
So it's so funny that TikTok brought us together as friends, but I was a flight attendant.
Oh.
I was never here. I lived in LA, but I was all over the world. Like, I was never here.
How did that work out? 'Cause I know you was talking to all the passengers in there? You just
I was a very talkative person, especially if I had that jump seat and there was a passenger right across from me. Oh, we having talks because they just staring at me. Look, you're not gonna stare at me and not talk to me. Hey, how you doing?
Wow.
Because people would stare at me and they would like talk to me. And when I first started, I had a bald head, so a lot of people used to talk to me when I had a bald, short haircut. And then
was that your starting journey when you growing your hair?
Yeah, I grew my hair out. I started growing my hair like 2017.
Oh,
I want to say I started wearing wigs on top of my short haircut.
Right.
Because I started getting thicker. So when I went to Delta, I was like a little model because I moved out here doing modeling and things like that. And then my sister got pregnant. I became a flight attendant because Queen got pregnant.
Oh, around 2018?
She got pregnant 2013.
Oh, 13.
End of 2013 when I got here, my sister got pregnant. And we found out like the beginning of 2014. And she was like, listen, I know you my little sister pursuing your dreams, and I tell you ain't got to pay no bills, but you need to get a job. I was like, ooh. I need to get a job?
Ooh.
J-O-B, like regular job, no like hustling, because I was training people on the side. That was like my hustle to make money. I didn't have a job.
Right.
I was modeling and training, personal training. Living life, sharing the bed with my sister, like, scoot over. And then she got pregnant, was like, girl, you need to get a job. I can't take care of you and my son. My baby. Wow. She didn't know what she was having at the time. And I was like, I need a job. So I immediately started applying for jobs like February of like 2014. And I got hired at Delta April of 2014. And from there, I was just a flight attendant all the way up until the pandemic. So the pandemic is kind of what like sparked my creative side and me starting my clothing line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. I don't really talk about it. I just be living life.
You just be living. You just, you have so much skills and talents and creativity. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I just was...
all these thoughts of like you, have you ever, did I ever come across your mind about you being creative, or was it the pandemic that caused you to like make that force or that change? So, if it never happened, would you still be a flight attendant?
I would not be a flight attendant if the pandemic didn't happen.
Oh, you would have.
I would have left.
You would have left.
I was already at the point where I wanted to leave.
Is it a bad job?
I was just depressed.
Oh.
I was lonely, depressed. I wanted a husband and kids. I was like, I hate it here. I was very depressed. I lost my grandma. After I lost my grandma, I really got depressed at my job.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. Losing my grandma really changed like just me mentally. And
that was while you was working.
While I was working, and I was imagine being a flight attendant, traveling all over the world, but you not one time got to see your grandmother or took time, because I worked a lot, like 6 days out of the week I was literally working.
Always flying up in the air.
I was always flying. I didn't have to, but the money was good.
Right.
And I had goals of starting my clothing line, and I started DJing. While I was a DJ and be a flight attendant at the same time, so that was like my side hustle. My creative side was my DJing.
Got it.
So I always been a creative, but my job kind of suppressed my creativity because I was always tired.
Got you.
It was things that I feel like I should have did, but if I had balanced being a creative and a flight attendant, it probably worked out. I probably would have had vlogs, a YouTube channel, but I worked so much that I didn't have the time. I was literally tired all the time.
Right.
And I used to pick up the lead positions on these flights because you got paid more.
Gotcha.
So that's the person at the front, works first class, does all the announcements. That was me. I love being the girl making the announcements. Extra bucks. Get everybody together, give me my money. So within that whole thing, like my creativity was suppressed. So I was depressed before my grandma passed away. And that was just like the icing on the cake for me at that job, because dating was difficult for me. And also family was difficult because like I didn't really spend time with my family at all. I was just always working. I worked every holiday. Because when you're new, it's hard to get holidays off. The senior people can. But at my seniority as a flight attendant, I worked every holiday. It was extra pay. So another thing, I was all about the money. Like, because I knew that this job was an investment to what I really wanted to do.
Got it.
Because even with me wanting to model when I was like younger and doing that, as I got older, it kind of like became secondary. But starting a clothing line and modeling your own clothes is still me fulfilling part of that.
Right.
So it's like I still got to be a creative, but being a flight attendant took me away from life. And I was living another type of life.
Right.
But I was very like sad, and like it was just like I literally was like in the bathroom And this was probably like months after my grandma passed away. And I was like, just like on the plane crying. Because I saw like someone with their grandma and they were like, just like they were taking care. And I was just like, I never took my grandma on one trip with these benefits I've had.
Shout out to all the grandmas, man. We love our grandmas.
Yes. Shout out to your grandma. If you have your mother, your grandmother, make sure you hug them and love on them.
Yeah.
My mom lost her mother. So that was the really like thing that was even harder is watching my mom lose her mom.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like a feeling that I wouldn't wish on anybody. Because I'm still mourning my grandmother, but my mom is still mourning her mom. And I still have my mom. So it's like, you got to be grateful. You got to be strong. You have to be there for the people you love.
Yeah.
And me, I'm very family oriented. Like I'm really close to my family because also I grew up with two cultures. So
what's the...
my dad is Jamaican. My mom's Nigerian.
Oh, that's where it comes from.
So I'm West Indian and I'm African. Well, West African. So having...
family dinner be lit, huh?
Listen, my mom knows how to make Jamaican food and Nigerian food.
Oh!
And my dad knows how to cook Jamaican food, Ital food. Like, my family can cook.
Wait, are they accepting, like, you know, I could be like a son of theirs, an extended son from a west side of...
Wait, aren't you West Indian?
I actually did a 21andMe, and I think I'm 20. Well, no, actually, I think I'm 69% West Indian.
69%.
Yeah, okay. I might be wrong. Let me see.
So your parents are both American?
No, both my parents are from Haiti.
So you're Haitian.
I'm Haitian. Haitian
West Indian. Yeah. Okay, that's West Indian. And then, okay, so wait. How do your parents feel about you not being married and not having kids right now? Because when I tell you, my mom done try to set me up.
Right now, my mom is happy. She treats my dog Bella like a granddaughter.
Okay. Bella's getting spoiled treatment.
She's like, can you bring my grandkid home, my grandbaby home? I say, Mom, I got you. And I feel bad because I want to, like, we didn't plan this out. You know, I think they don't understand how the dating life is. They think it's just that easy. And they be like, Junior, why is it so hard for you to get a girlfriend? And just go to church, you get a good girlfriend from church, and you can get her, and then you get married, give me a kid. I don't get this point. I just want kids. And I said, Dad, I cannot just give any girl a kid.
They're so bored.
They're so bored, bro.
Our parents are so bored right now.
They're so bored. They want kids. And it's like, and it's like my brother, he's married, right? And I'm not gonna put my, well, too bad. I'm gonna put his problems out there. But they're having a little tough time. That's normal. Yeah, it's kind of a little hard. But now it's like all the pressure on me. And I'm talking to my brother like, yo, hurry up and get a kid.
Please put it in her.
Put it in her. What is it? Take some sea moss. Drink, like, do something. Eat more beets. They're good for blood and circulation down your private area. Do what you gotta do. Work out. Drink more water. Do something. Like, I don't understand. You got mom over here fussing on me, and you married. They're to the point my dad don't even care if I'm married. They don't even care if I'm married anymore. I don't care if you're married. Just have a kid. Just find somebody, have a kid. And it's cool if it's popular now. Everybody just have a kid and they're not married. It's okay.
Yo.
He's like okay with it. Dad, I'm putting you out there, Dad.
Oh.
Jean-Aubert. I'm putting you out. Yes, my dad have said that to me multiple times. You don't care.
Your dad don't care.
Not one. Not a titty bit. Not at all.
Oh, wow.
But they just want grandkids, and I get it. I get it. They're still in that mentality of, they feel like at the age of 25, I should have been married. My dad thought, I can go on about my dad. My dad, at one time at a dinner table, he said, Junior, whispered to me, because he want to be loud. I said, Junior, are you gay? He thought I was gay. Are you gay? Do you remember that African guy?
Yeah.
Are you gay?
Are you gay?
I said, no, I'm not.
Once you hit 35 with no kids, they question everything.
I'm the problem. It's like there's something wrong with me. I say that is a combination of how society is in LA.
Yes. LA, my last episode, well, my second to last episode was about dating. And that was the topic of the episode because I don't know if you saw the clip where I was saying, stop fucking everybody.
Oh, yes.
That was my dating episode because everybody just wants a warm body. Y'all fucking on each other and you don't even like the person.
Mm-hmm.
They just look good to you, but they're not good to you. You just want a warm body. If you actually took your time before you let them touch your privates, okay, you will actually have more substance to your relationship.
And that goes for men too. I feel like man should always hold himself to a certain level. Like, why is it like we just giving our dicks to every woman that's out there? I'm like, as women, how women are out here saying that, no, my body is in temple, is precious. I'm gonna choose and be selective with who I sleep with. We should do the same thing, apply the same pressure. We got good dicks. Right? You got good vagina, we got good dicks. I'm not gonna give it to you. Nah, you ain't worth my dick, girl. Bye. And it should be like that.
It should be like that because I also believe in energy transfer. I don't want everybody energy on me.
Nah, yeah.
I don't want your energy on me and in me. See, men is different. Y'all outside. Y'all just letting anybody inside your house?
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all's different for real.
So it's like, that's the same thing. And for me, that's one of the things that I like is like a man who has standards. A man who has restraint.
Yeah.
A person who actually has discipline.
It's hard, man. It's hard for a lot of men, which is actually alarming for me.
Yeah.
To see like, wow, you guys have no self-control.
You will.
I've never been the type to like brag about how many body counts. I don't understand that concept.
Yeah.
Don't really care for that, or the fact of like just doing this person, doing that person. And I get it when you're young and you just don't understand life. You're just living in a, the fast life and you're trying to be cool with the kids in high school. But even then, I wasn't even doing that just because how my parents raised me. But however, I just feel like for the most part, man, we should hold ourselves to a higher standard, man. Everyone doesn't deserve the penis. Everyone does not. Like, nah, yo, everyone just taking it is like, yo, come on, dude. When somebody tell me, I'm like, dude, come on. You have no self-discipline?
Because you've ever, like, I've looked at some of my male friends or I've looked at just some of my friends, period, men and women. I'm like, you let that touch you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you that desperate or be drunk in the club or something? Or, because it's not even that. Because sometimes they'll look good, but their attitude will stink. Yeah. Their energy is off. And you're just like, you allowing this person in your space because you just want a warm body? Mm-hmm. They might look good, but they're not good. And I say that all the time because people literally are broken.
Yeah.
A lot of people are broken. I took a year plus of no dating. I don't care how good you look. I said no. Because I wasn't ready and I needed to actually figure out after my last relationship what I learned from it and what I actually need to be loved. Because like you said, after a relationship, you learn things about yourself and things that you can't tolerate or can tolerate.
Yep.
So, okay, I know what I need. And you kind of learn what love languages are triggering more for you. Because it's like everybody likes their love languages, but which one stands true? Which one actually makes me get butterflies? Which one keeps me going? Which one makes me like this person?
Food for me.
Amen.
I love food. Women who cook, act of service. Would that be act of service?
I would say act of service. Someone cooking for you.
And it's not even like she got a slave in the kitchen and do all that stuff. You don't gotta do that because I can cook for myself a little bit as well. But it's like, and I like the whole idea of cooking with your partner. I think it's pretty cool when you and your girl can cook together. But yeah, food for me is my thing. What's your love?
Believe it or not, my top love language is receiving gifts.
Oh, okay.
And when I say that, it scares men away. But the thing is, thoughtful gifts. Because I've had a person that he gave me money all the time.
Yeah, I think men have to stop thinking like the gift thing to be like Louis bags and
they don't get it.
It's not always that, yo. I completely understand. It's like the smallest thing that means the most to you guys. And
it's part of getting to know somebody. Because if you get to know me and you know the things that I like, you give thoughtful things. People are like, oh, she likes gifts. Oh, this bitch want a car. This bitch want a bag. How about this woman would just like you to, buy me some perfume because I'm always smoking and I love perfume.
Yeah, we'll get her a new mic for her DJ set.
I am a audio tech geek.
Yeah.
I love mixers and technology. Buy me a mic. I will probably
She'll
be
be
happy.
so happy. Trust.
I will do a backflip and I can't do one.
Trust me, it's a simple thing. You just gotta know the person.
And so that's why I say it's like you really got to just give people grace and space to learn who they are, so you can date who they are and not who they think you want them to be.
Yeah, that's where you kind of mess up.
People mess up that way. And then for me, it's also, I would say, like, words of affirmation is one for me because I like someone reassuring me. I like to feel loved outside of just being touched. I want you to touch me with your words before you try to touch me with your hands. So for me, that's like my top two. And then, the other ones follow. Act of service. I like prioritize them, which one I like more. Right. And then it goes like act of service and then physical touch. And like physicals for me is like 4 out. It's like at the bottom.
So they got to go through layers.
And they don't have to. It's just, that's not what's more important to me. Like you might meet a man where physical touch is his top thing. So he's probably going to like you to touch the back of his neck and rub his arm or hold his hand, or he likes PDA. That's what's going to satisfy him. Right. So it's like, I'm not against it if that's what makes that person happy, but it's not priority for me. So if you like to be touched, cool. I like to be touched too. It's just not my top thing.
So when if the guy top is to be physical touch, you wouldn't mind applying that or giving what he likes.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what he wants. Like, and that's why you have to learn what people like. People just be over here trying to build a bear. Okay, they trying to build a man, build a woman. Like, stop trying to build people. Okay, I'm built.
Do you think people are gonna start dating like robots and stuff?
I hope not. Because we all out here single. Now y'all want to go buy robots? So y'all going to leave all...
Because everyone's trying to build a person's... They might well just get them a little Android robot kind of thing. And they're saying like a rose is basically an Android without arm and
I
arm
got
and
a rose, yeah.
It's basically an Android without the whole body parts.
No, a rose is a rose. That is not a man's mouth. That's a rose.
A rose is one part of the Android.
Yeah, but then so y'all.
So now you have a whole Android. He got roses in his fingers. He could use his fingers.
I don't want all that. Just give me the man. Fuck all that. Give me the man. Give me the man. I don't want no Android cocky.
He can do whatever you want for as long as you want. You don't want that?
No, I want a human.
You don't want that either. You don't want that?
Donisha don't want that.
Donisha, you don't want that?
Donisha, we want a man, a warm body, warm blood vessels through his cocky.
Wait, hey, everyone watching, y'all wouldn't want to date Android? They can do whatever y'all want in bed as long as you want.
I feel like Splack wants an Android. Splack wants to date an Android.
Imagine bringing home Android to my parents.
They are going to take the battery out and throw it in the fucking toilet. They're going to demolish that Android.
Unplug this. Get this demonic thing out your mouth.
That droid will be gone. And, like... extinct the day it walks through that door. Don't get no Android strutting into no African parent's house or no West Indian parent's house. No. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, as an adult, where do you feel like you are happiness level?
Oh man, I would say, to be honest, I'm on cloud 10, to be honest, yo.
Okay, we're gonna get 1,000, y'all.
I am really happy, and I think that's because of life experience. I've been through my ups and downs, as we all have, and I have my relationships where I have learned a lot from my previous relationships, and I'm glad. Like I'm 38 right now, which I know
you look good. 38 looking great.
You know what I mean? 38, and no kids. I make good money, of course, and I have a good head on my shoulders, family. My mom and dad still together, which is a blessing. I don't think about that often until I come across other people and realize there's a lot of people who don't have mom and dad together. So I pray and I thank God every day that I have both my mom and my dad. Love you guys. When you guys see this, I'm going to clip this just for you guys. Mom, dad, I love you. And I have a good family. I make good money. I'm able to get up and do the thing that I love every single day. I don't have to go on nobody else's schedule. I can do what I love. I have a roof over my head. I have a car. I have my dog who keeps me company. I have good friends. So like I'm very happy. I can't
Awesome
complain.
friends. He has awesome
I
friends.
have
Okay.
great friends. I surround myself with great people, and I think it's just I've built myself to get to this point because I've always didn't love myself at some point, and even at some point was don't like. I'm not really happy to say things, but was suicidal at one point, like years ago, during a really bad breakup. But I gone through that, went through the work, did a therapy sessions, did seek God more because I didn't have God at that time.
Yeah.
And seek God, I became this guy who I am today, which I'm very, very happy and confident of who I am today. So I'm very happy.
Yeah. And I'm happy that you're happy because
Appreciate it.
That's what my podcast is about, mental health. It's about adulting. Because I've been through a lot. I've been depressed. I've been suicidal before. And I'm still here.
That's a whole topic in itself, that suicidal part. Because I feel there's a lot of people in our industry who deal with that secretly and don't talk about it.
Because you feel ashamed.
Yeah.
A little bit. You feel very like naked when you say it. Because it's like you're letting somebody into a thought that, because the thing is, with me, my thought process was like, I don't have anything. Not saying it was just because I felt like very alone and empty. So it's like when you can be around people and feel alone, you feel like, oh, will you really miss me if I'm gone? Or am I really leaving anything behind? I don't have kids. I don't have this. So it comes to a point where you're literally asking yourself questions. And I started taking, that's why I said my job was a very, like I had to leave it. It was a dark place for me mentally.
Right.
And my happiness came actually through the pandemic and actually just finding me and understanding myself more and being unapologetic about myself because I'm not perfect. That's the thing. I know I'm not perfect and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I used to try and be perfect for everybody, used to try to please everybody. And I realized that I was losing myself. I wasn't happy. And when you go to therapy, I tell people all the time, if you have a good therapist, you think you're going to go there and talk about the world. And you face yourself so much.
Yeah.
It's a lot of you. And if you want to talk about somebody, they say, bring them here. You're not about to spend a session talking about this person. And I don't know their side. So they literally make you work on you.
Yeah.
Because that's really what it's all about, is ourselves. And as much as we want to blame the world, we really cannot.
You got to look at yourself in the mirror and just start asking yourself those questions. What is wrong with me? What did I do wrong? Or what can I do to become better? What can I do for myself? It's all about just the inner work, and most people don't do that. And they always like to blame the outer interiors, because
it's easier to blame someone than to take accountability for yourself. It's easier.
It's very easy.
It's really easy, but you're gonna trip over that later on. It's gonna catch up to you, and that's what happens with most people, where they get to a point where they have to seek help, or their life is in shambles, or to the point of not being able to do what they want to do.
Right.
Because they've literally got themselves to the point where they're just like point of no return, where you have to seek help from family, and people know what's going on with you because you couldn't handle it.
Right.
Like feel blessed because I have people in my life that can't handle what's going on with them. Like things that I made it through, they can't make it through it. And I try to be there, but then I realize you enable.
Yeah.
Because some people really don't want to deal with self. They're focused on everybody else. They want to say, this person did this, or I did this, but what did you allow?
Right.
Bitch is in my car.
The fire's outside. I think the fire's catching up.
The bitch is in my car. Every time I'm recording, there's a goddamn alarm outside. But yeah, so for me, I just feel like I give myself grace and space. The same thing I give other people. I say it all the time. I repeat. I'm very repetitive. And I feel like that's why I'm sticking to myself now, is because I know what works for me. I know what doesn't work for me. I know what I could tolerate. I know environments I could be in and things that weren't. That's why I'm in the house all the time. Because I can't go outside in LA and fake the funk with some of these people. Because they have no substance, no goals, no direction. They just want to be outside.
Yeah.
When I step outside, I have a purpose, and I'm going to fuck back inside where I pay high ass rent to be. Fuck. I'm going home.
Yo, you cannot catch me. People see me out somewhere and they be like, they be shocked sometimes. They like, oh my God, I haven't seen you so long. And it's like they get so excited to see me. It's because I don't go out often. And I'm like, yo, I don't like to be on the scene all the time because there's nothing really out there. It's like I'm not making money. If I'm not getting paid to be there, or there's no potential like networking thing where it's gonna benefit me in my career, there's no point. There's no point.
Yeah.
I don't need to be in no section doing like no. I don't need to be doing none of that. I stay in my section in the house and in my computer making money.
Yeah, you be on the computer. I called you. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to
Yeah, she tried to call
I forgot
me.
you stream. You stream
Yeah,
heavy now.
I
You be
stream
on.
heavy.
You stream heavy.
I be try to go over 8-10 hours a day.
Yeah, see, that's a real streamer. If you ain't doing 4 minimum, you not a streamer. You just go live.
I'm going hard, man. This year I told myself I'm going really hard.
Well, this year I'm excited for you. I hope that everything that you plan comes to fruition and it's out there. Is there anything you want to say to the comment section, listeners, viewers, before we wrap?
Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Please subscribe to ChiChi. She is awesome, man. She's great. And mental health is important. Take care of your mental health. And God bless you guys. Love you.
Yes, guys. God bless you. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I don't know what the fuck that is. And this was the first, and it will not be the last guest that I have on Adulting with Chi. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Splack won't be here.
I can always come back. And then
He will
lay
be
down
back,
the line.
guys. He will be back.
Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. Thank you for coming. I
Of course.
appreciate you.
It was
Thank
fun.
you so much, Fred.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, guys. Comment, like, subscribe, and if you smoke, go get high.